Help.
Engaged.
Greetings everyone. In this episode, the locations of all the Praxis kits in the main campaign. The first one is on the floor directly beneath Adam's apartment, and can be picked up as soon as we leave his apartment for the first time.
Didn't he just lose his daughter not so long ago?
Yes, Christelle. A nice one.
Praxis Kid Number 1.
Now this. No,
The next two can be bought from the vendor on the next floor down, assuming of course, that you have 20,000 credits to spare.
Painkillers, right over there.
Whatever you need.
Since this is a new game plus, I do have that kind of money. But on a brand new game, you will have to earn the money first, before you can get your hands on Praxis Kits numbers 2 and 3.
Daz is the man. He'll set you up.
Now we need to head towards Caller's place. I will show you one of the easiest routes to get there, but if you are playing a brand new game, you may have to take it a little slower than I am.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card. Would hate to be called without one of those.
Are the pants the right blue?
Try to keep quiet.
We can't afford it. Come, let's go.
Ciao, Kuti.
The key code is 1984, I will show you where to get it from later on.
Just make sure no one
Think it was a rat?
The same key code opens the door here.
Nothing important.
There are worse things.
Yes.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
The next Praxis kit is in here. Quickly turning off the valve, and then retreating back into this vent, will allow you to clear the gas, even if you don't have the rebreather upgrade yet. I of course do, so I don't have to wait for the gas to clear. Praxis Kid Number 4.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind.
The next part doesn't really make much sense, since the game takes away 40 Praxis kits, and then returns 9. But it tells you it gave you 2 Praxis kits, which is why this is the location for Praxis Kits numbers 5 and 6. We can exit the workshop via the secret tunnel. There's a body up ahead, next to which there is a pocket secretary, which contains the key code for the gate and door I opened earlier. So now you know where I got the key code from.
Jensen, it's Miller.
We will now travel to Palisade Bank via the subway train.
What? The song.
It is best to exit from the station.
It makes me think.
Well, that was probably the fastest train ride ever, thanks to some not so fancy editing.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
So, coming out of the station, we want to head right. And then right again.
Julian is not acting like himself. Ever since the palace was...
They are actually two Praxis kits that can be picked up from the bank at this stage of the game.
However,
To get the first one, we need to break into the first room on the right and borrow a couple of keycards.
Patterns are everywhere. No. Exactly. Of course.
Now is a good time to be changing his tune. Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now from most local events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories.
Executive Locker B, keycard, and the Palisade Elevator keycard.
Underground websites and radio stations continue. Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, were exposed.
Now we simply jump down here, assuming you've got the Icarus landing system upgrade, and we go to Locker B.
Prague is on the brink of economic collapse.
Praxis Kid Number 7. Now we need to head up one level.
Yes. Sub-level security room has our up-to-date security passwords.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or the corporate vault basement yet.
Can you get confirmation from IT?
Sneak past this laser grid, and then crawl into this vent. This is actually the easiest route to the next Praxis kit.
Powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation
Praxis Kid
have
Number
been
8.
protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides.
So?
First, we will go to the TF-29 headquarters, and then we will make our way to the limb clinic.
can't defend against that kind of team.
No way. He tried to take You are going to die. My car. 2029.
I don't want any trouble.
So, when we come out of the elevator, turn right, and then go into the second room on the right, which should be the infirmary. Praxis Kid number 9.
Feels like everyone is paranoid.
Now onto the limb clinic.
I'm watching.
Okay, until tomorrow. Goodbye.
2 years too late already.
Switch off patrol.
You will need the enhanced jump skill to get up here. Praxis Kid number 10. So, ignoring the 2 Praxis kits we picked up from Corel, we have an extra 8 Praxis kits in our inventory that were just lying around. We cannot pick up any more Praxis kits from Prague until we return from Golem City. In fact, the next 3 Praxis kits are in Golem City, so let's skip forward to that level.
Residential sector should be just ahead.
You must submit city, like.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee.
Am I
Those things getting interesting.
Everywhere we go today.
One of the Praxis kits will require this penguin, so from now on, we must carry it around with us. The first Praxis kit is in this building. Praxis Kid number 11. You can exit this building via this vent. You could also have entered the building this way too.
We have to stop them.
Anyway, much later on, while in Ark territory,
poor people.
Hey, Jensen. I'm not bothering you, am I?
Working my way through maintenance shafts. Thought it was best to stay out of sight.
I didn't ask.
So you're calling to ask if you're bothering me?
Praxis Kid number 12.
Coffee's on the brew, just killing time. Also, I spotted an elevator.
Later on still, after we have talked to Rucker. Praxis Kid number 13. And this is the final one in Golem City, so back to Prague we go.
You want
The vendor in our apartment building should have one more for sale now. Praxis Kid number 14.
Get out of here then.
If you have been doing the Mystery Augs side mission, you should get a call from Seraph to investigate an apartment. When you get there, you can grab the Tai Young medical keycard from this body. Now we just have to go back to Palisade Bank. We will not be going to the bank itself, but to the nearby car park.
However, this particular
I have already disabled this fan on a previous visit. A couple of EMP bullets should stop the fan long enough for you to pass, if it isn't disabled already.
Access granted.
Praxis Kid number 15. The next Praxis Kit is in the Diwali Theater. There are several ways to get into the theater, but I will show you the most direct way.
I would like Reno. Stop talking.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live. I guess.
Praxis Kid number 16. The next Praxis Kit can be obtained near the end of a Fade to Black side mission. Get to the locker. Head to the basement. Talk to Olivia.
Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Let's get this thing in the truck. I need to meet Kat at the club by 9.
Negotiate safe passage for Olivia with the gangster.
Gladys, she's the one who's going to pay for it. For your sake. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Finally, talk to Olivia to get the Praxis Kit.
Thank you for that.
Let's wrap this up.
I'll be fine. I promise. Here, I was saving this for when I got to Rabia, but I think you should have it. It's the least I can do.
Praxis Kid number 17. The next Praxis Kit can be obtained during the main mission, but you can always return here later and retrieve it then. But since I already captured the footage during the main mission, I will show you the quickest route to not only get the Praxis Kit, but also to complete the mission.
We should continue.
Once we get to this room, we need to jump up to the next floor. After the cutscene, we need to jump up here. Praxis Kid number 18. The final Praxis kit in Prague can be obtained from the vendor in your apartment building when you return from the GARM facility. It might not be there initially, but if you leave the area via subway, complete parts of some side missions, and then return, it usually appears. Praxis Kid number 19. The final Praxis kit of the game is located after a major plot point, so if you haven't completed the game yet, then major spoiler alert. Stop the video now, last chance. Okay, the final Praxis kit can be easily missed, because it is on the body of Marchenko, after you defeat him. You only have a few seconds to pick it up, after you defeat him. But if you use the kill switch, then it is unlikely you will be able to reach him, before the final cutscenes trigger. So, Praxis Kid number 20, the final one of the game, which you will probably not be able to use, until you start a new game plus. Anyway, that's all we have time for, so please give this video a thumbs up, if you liked it or found it helpful. This is Blade, and it's goodbye from me.